Hi, I'm Ken Ying. My topic is Reinterpretation of Transit-Oriented Community Building, Inverted Ground for Children Learning and Community. In the urban area, now is a regional planning trend to develop transit-oriented development, TOD, to create a vibrant, livable, and sustainable communities. It becomes more affordable, especially to low-income household community, as the development would reduce their dependence on mobility. Transit is the act of passage from one place to another. It is temporal and serves for a single purpose. As defined by Mark Ogi, a transit station is non-place, which has space of solitary individuality. Most often, people as pass-byer encounter private experience in the public space. Most of the time, people just want to get out of the station quickly as there's no space to hang out. It raised concern that why not we superimpose the program as a linkage to the transit spaces for children and community so people can learn and gather. Unfortunately, the community hall managed by the authority in the city are inaccessible to the public and left dilapidated. They are specifically for rental basis event purposes such as badminton, wedding, or seminars. This inspired the idea of architecture which can provide a different layer of inverted ground for community as a link to activate continuous daily activity. Therefore, the main thesis question in this project is how to reinterpret transit-oriented community building as an inverted ground to articulate the community learning to children and community from low-income households. At all times, the development around the transit station is commercialized, isolated, and not serving the real community. It should be taking advantage of where the community pass by these spaces every day, but unfortunately, there's nothing to stay for. Looking into the community from low-income households in the urban area, they do not have extra money to send their children a distance away to have after-school class learning. As authority concerns, they should have a place for the real community to have an engagement to the city, a place with a multi-layer program. The selected site is located in Bandar Sunway District, which is directly beside Sunway Mentari BRT station. In this urban context, it has good accessibility with diversity and richness of neighboring context. However, it is lacking in common space and community engagement to the site, especially for the BRT transit station. Having amazing Sunway as the slogan of life and development in Sunway, it has the richness of the community from different backgrounds, which can enhance the liveliness of the city. The site has no beautiful views like hills, river, or special landmarks towards the surrounding. Yet, the main reason for selecting this site is because it is sandwiched by the real community from low-income households and its potential to be infrastructure linkage building as a common space for them. The existing site has a dilapidated community building, which the accessibility to the site is through a narrow improper route, and it is locked all the time. It does not really serve the purpose to engage with the community from the surrounding low-cost housing area, school, as well as travelers from the underutilized BRT station. This provides a good opportunity to rethink how is the project can reinterpret a new inverted ground for the community gathering and children learning. Let us look into the existing experience of 3 selected characters who are staying nearby the site now. The first character is the community. She's Rosia, 28 years old. She rents a room in Mentari Court and staying alone. Every morning, she walks to the BRT station and takes a ride to Samejo for working. Her routine is similar every day as she does not have leisure activity after work. Now, looking to the character of the mother, she is Ling, 40 years old. She divorced and have one child staying with her in flat PJS 8. She's a household worker in the PJS 10 terrace house. Normally, her kids stay alone at home after school. She has no choice because she does not have extra money to send her for tuition class somewhere else. The third character is the children. He is Mutu, 9 years old. He's a primary 3 student in Sekolah Kebangsaan Kampung Lindungan. He walks to school every day and stays home after school. He loves to read, but his parents cannot afford to buy him books. The common issues between the characters are currently, they do not have a common community space to stay, engage, or learn together. As Banashumi once said, programs are undefined and unstable and change all the time. Therefore, the project explores the doubleness of the components to enhance the character's experience on different layers in the building, through the actual ground, inverted ground, sky ground, and roof ground. Now, it's time to experience the component in the building, through the 3 characters, the community, the mother, and the children. After arriving at BRT station, instead of entering from the ground level only, the community would enter the building through sky ground, which is the link bridge connecting to the building. It takes the opportunity of the immediate BRT station as linkage. This could divert the travelers to this building as a transit resting zone while charging their phone before heading to other place. Then, they can have some nasi lemak from Katno store and have their meals on the amphitheater. Instead of single function of the stair as floors connector, it is designed as a rooftop amphitheater with planters. This allowed the community to sit, enjoy their food, social chat, and enjoy the vibrance between the community bonding. On the other side, when the mother finished their household work, she can walk to the learning center to pick up the kid. Instead of a direct linear pathway entrance, the mother can enjoy the ramp designed in zigzag to immerse the feeling of being in the leisure garden. This serves as part of the refresh buffer before entering a building. Every week, there will be a soup kitchen volunteer distributing extra food for them. Then, she can sit on the sunken stair, enjoying the music by Kamal while waiting for the kid. While sitting on the ground, the metal screen covering the voids would promote porosity, meanwhile providing windy natural airflow throughout the spaces. Also, the tubes are utilized for rainwater channeling elements and help to cool down the space. After that, the mother can walk to pick up the kid through the ramp. When there's no function on the ramp, it always left underutilized as people prefer to live. This ramp is designed with farming function, which they can pluck the vegetable along the journey. Later, the mother can pick up the kids on level 1 when it's on time. Generally, this is a walkable space where the mother can send their kids for children at an affordable rate. Looking into the children, instead of staying home after school, they can now walk to the learning center with their friends together for playing and learning. By utilizing the space under the stair, it is designed to be a locker area for the children to place their school bag before having class. As most of the family cannot afford to buy high technology items, this place also provides iPad for them to experience and learn while sitting inside their intimate space. And above it still can be served as parents' coffee table. Also, the small window opening looking towards the garden fits for children's height of visibility while having visual linkage between the floor. The children can have their reading in the library, which the donors from different families donates the access book here. The library is designed as an active and socially performative multifunctional space which the main intention is to increase the reading interest of the children. The stairs are equipped with nets and steps for the children to lie down, sit, walk to make the library active and fun, since reading alone is not considered a fun activity yet for some children. Besides, the learning area for children is not limited to an indoor classroom. Space is designated for outdoor experiential learning to improve their practicality. It is done by implementing the aquaponic farming idea into the railing design as part of the learning experience for the children, which they can have knowledge of architectural components. The children can play with their friends or family on the rooftop. The roof is designed as an artificial hill-like roof garden park for the community. Due to the limitation of spaces in the low-cost housing flat, this roof ground could serve as spaces for running, leisure, and breathing for the community. Therefore, this building serves as a learn and play area for the children. In overall, by inspiration by McDonald and Brodgard, developed sustainable concept of cradle to cradle. This building promotes natural concept to the community through the spaces of experience and senses of the component. The overall of the building is using blue laminated timber as the main structure, which they can enjoy the natural texture and ambience of the space. The building promotes natural ventilation and daylighting, which could educate the children and community appreciate the natural energy. Plus, the design utilizes vegetation as the natural sound dampening. Vegetation reduces noise pollution through a phenomenon called sound attenuation, which is the reduction of sound intensity. Leaves, twigs, and branches on trees, scrub, and herbaceous growth absorb and deflect sound energy in this urban area. In overall planning, the site is designed with increasing the green plane in the city, that it may help to reduce the urban heat island effect, breezing the immediate community from low-income household area. The site is promoting walkability on the actual ground by the neighboring community. There are many open entry areas, especially at the corner zones, which welcome the community from different directions. Also, another sky ground which links the bridge is directly connected from the BRT station, providing a buffer transit and resting zone for the travelers. Recap back Mark Augie, who mentioned, non-plays are spaces of solitary individuality. Transit station is the start of a city. The project looked at the needs of the immediate development, which serve for the low-income household community due to the limitation of space at their flat. This project reinterprets the relationship of a transit-oriented development, which is the transit-oriented community building, which initially meant to be non-place for community, has now become daily routine for them. The different inverted ground layering with superimposition unfold the story of various programs happen concurrently by the children and community instead of individuality. In the future, building activities may change, but it will continue to sustain and timeless when there is existence of real community from different backgrounds engaging to their needs in this building. Thank you.